Bought you a crate of papaya. I waited all night by your door. Probably wouldn't remember. I probably couldn't forget. Jungle love and hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with an Earth 2 Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So, what we have today, what I wound up doing, it took me forever last night. It literally took me like 20 minutes. Honestly, forever doesn't mean that long. But what I wound up doing, as far as Earth 2 goes, I wound up going to all my properties with 710 tiles and above. And what I did was I gave all the mentors, I bought them all, and then what I did afterwards is all the properties that I had with mentors, I outfitted with jewels, every single one of them, so they all have a 100% chance. I don't know how much money I freaking spent on it, but I'm just gonna give you guys a quick look at how many of these that I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Really, how many was it? 13, 14. All right, so 14 of them, and then so 12 times 14, 168 jewels that I had to go spend yesterday and put them and slot them onto the properties. Again, why did I do that? Because of the ether, because of the essence. Tomorrow, or in about 12 hours, when I go and get all the essence and collect that, I don't know how many hundreds of essence I'll get. Again, we don't know exactly what essence is going to be able to bring to our properties as far as maybe more resources or as far as increasing the value. But again, I'm only doing that for the properties that are like 700 and above. I have a couple that are like 400 and 500. I have a couple that are, a couple hundred. I have a lot of tiles that just, again, for giveaways that are just one, a lot of properties that are just one tile. So I'm not going to buy mentors for that. I'm going to wait until they come up. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. I bought a bunch of Grandmaster Mawows. I bought a bunch of his jewels yesterday because, again, I need them I needed them for the jewel slotting. So if I go to the bazaar right now, you can, yeah, I bought literally every single crystal for like 26 cents and under. Now the floor is 29 cents and under for these guys. So good job, Chavez. No problem, Chavez. Thanks, Chavez. You're welcome, Chavez. Yeah, I did a pretty good buy, I think. At least my intention wasn't to raise the floor. My intention was to just go and buy as many jewels as possible. Again, this is why I was buying all the way down, because that's what needed to happen. I knew these were going to have some utility at some point. And again, this is just the utility, just for the mentors and just for the ether and just for their essence. I will get to Veve in a second. Right now, I'm just going to read that one thing that is pretty much on the thumbnail. Quick recap for everyone. What is a mentor? It detects ether around your property and converts it into essence for now. It also allows you to slot jewels on the property. And why is there no announcement? Because of the background reasons, devs are working on a new communication system internally. Hopefully this means we'll be able to talk to each other on the app or on the website while we're playing. Does the tile class affect the number? No, it does not. What's the production rate of ether? Well, it's random. It might spawn near your property. If the mentor detects it, you will receive a message. And what does essence do? And right now, nothing. But it will be used later with features when they roll out. Think EPL, for example, crafting perhaps, that type of deal. And what does slotting do? Slotting just gives you 4% more ether production per jewel slotted on that property. Now, why can't I slot a whole mess of jewels? Well, the slots scale with the property size. 750s have 12, and then below that for the lower amounts of tiles. Why can't I slot? Oh yeah, sorry. Why buy a $5 mentor now? So you're 14 days ahead of everyone else, ether and essence production. Will I go in and buy mentors for my other properties that are 400 and 500 tiles? Maybe. I don't know. Again, spent a lot of money on those so far. Does the jewel color matter? Not for now. 4% for all jewels. The color will be used when resources drop in the future. So right now, it's that jewel color doesn't matter. I had mostly blue jewels. So I did a little bit of every color, except for actually I did a bunch of yellow I should not have done yellow because that's the gold, and that seems to be the most worth the most. So I probably should not have done that. That was my bad. As far as Veve and OMI goes, Veve and OMI is the. There's been, I don't want to say FUD, although I did a FUD video last night or this morning. I forget what to call it. About Kotaku, and again, just go look at that. It was pretty. It has to be call my phone for code. I'm sorry, real quick. I have to. My old job, I'm trying to fund somebody, and when I was trying to fund these people, fund this guy, I had to email him. There we go. All right, just had to send an email. It's a small deal. It's like $7,500. I'll just put in $2,500 to it, and then with that, I get paid a little bit weekly. Anyway, I digress. The FUD with Veve and OMI has just been, hey, and I mentioned that I think in last night's stream, where it's, hey, when Marvel, okay, we got Marvel. We have Marvel drop. When new exchanges, we got a new exchanges. We have all these new announcements, Veveverse and all that. Why isn't the coin doing much? And I think it's going to be waiting until the game comes out, until the Veveverse comes out, and the coin has a little more utility. So right now, flipping is kind of the best bang for your buck. Right now, if you flip those NFTs, short term, yeah, you're gonna make some money. Long term, I think buying and holding those NFTs, which is what I'm doing. Again, I've seen this in collectibles before, so short term flip, long term dip, short term flip. Yeah, I guess the same as long term dip. I'm gonna hodl all of these NFTs. Like I said, I put about 20 grand in it already. I'm currently selling Pokemon cards to get more, but before I do, I am going to reach 90 million OMI at some point, probably in the next couple of weeks. I will go and I'll get another million. And I also did make the promise last night, I'll make the promise to you guys here today, in case people are different, is that by the end, or by December, by the time the Veveverse comes out, I suspect that Bitcoin will be at about $100,000 a coin. If I'm correct, and most times I am, I will sell half of that Bitcoin if OMI is between 0.0025 and 0.0035. If it is, I will sell half that Bitcoin and I will put it into OMI, bringing me up to over 100 million OMI. But again, that's if they decide to, if the whales keep deciding to keep this low, and if the, everything falls into place, like it might. Now, at that point, we could very well be at like 2 or 3 cents. I don't know. Because again, we are doing things like being partnered with Crypto R Us, has 400-something thousand subscribers and more. So, yeah, that's my plan right now. I'm going to get 1 million more OMI short term, which would bring me up to 90. And then, I don't even want to say midterm, it's still short term, a couple months from now, if the price is around the same what it is today, and Bitcoin's at 100K, I'll cut that in half and I'll buy more OMI. Again, just letting you guys know what I'm doing. The next piece I will get is going to be the first Batman set. Figure cost me a little under $5,000 to get the whole thing. I will probably do that in the next month or so, depending on how fast I can sell some Pokemon cards. Yeah. So I'm going to get to the Q&A here. Professor Oak, the real Pokemon Earth 2, I forgot I fetched up your name, says, I'm here. Are you All Might? That's fine now. Why? Because I am here. I love that show so heckin' much. My Hero Academia. George says, I don't know what you mean by that. Sam Bren says, you got back into your E2 account. I did. I got back in a couple days ago, started buying I started buying jewels again, started buying Mentars, and I slotted all those jewel slots with Mentars, or all those Mentars with jewel slots and all that. So squeaky grease gets the wheel. And I also put out a video saying what to do if you get locked out of your account, gave links and all that. The good stuff. Danny says, hello, family. What up, Danny? How's it going? Ethan Youngberg, howdy, howdy. Lynn X. But Celio says, I logged in for the first time last night in months. Was quite entertained. Oh, man, you gotta log in more than that. You've been missing out on jewel production. You got a lot of jewels that you missed out on. And now the Mentars. Vasily said the hollow building thing needs more options. It will at some point. This is just kind of like a piece that they're giving us, saying like, oh, here's this for now while we wait for more updates, which I'm okay with. Ethan Youngberg says, hey, I'm just wondering, but I don't know a lot about capital gains tax. Would it be better to take out small portions at a time because they tax it based on how much you make off it? If you're talking about OMI, well, I mean, regardless of what you're talking about, it depends. If this is something, if you're investing in a company that you like long term, I would say unless you desperately need the money, do not cash out any part of it. Because if you have something, let's say on April 15th, April 15th is when you bought, let's say OMI. If you sell before April 15th of next year, that capital gains tax is going to just, like your butthole is going to be destroyed by capital gains tax. Like 45%, depending on which state and country you live in. If you hold it until April 16th of the next year, a year and a day, it goes down to like 15%, give or take. So definitely don't do that unless you really need the money, or unless if the company that you're holding is not a long-term hold. If you're like, you know what, I liked it for, short term because you saw the company being shorted, it went down, it's going to go back up, and then after that it'll settle. Like, if it's a short-term thing, sure, just be prepared to pay a lot of money on the gains. But if let's say you have 500,000 OMI, and yeah, I don't think it's worth it to cash out before a year. One, because we haven't seen much improvement. The last couple months. If anything, the last 6 months have just gone. So I definitely would not cash out. But that's just me. That's just what I would do, and especially you because you're young. I would. Now I understand wanting to make a little bit of profit. Let's say you 10x your money by the end of the year, which is great. I just wouldn't, especially with only 500,000. I think it's just going to go to the moon. But again, that's just me, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If you just say like, hey, you know what, I want to cash out like 25%, want to get a car, could make my life a lot easier. Well, young person wanting a car, I understand 100%. But yeah, moving on. Danny says, why don't you just trade OMI? I don't really have the time to like sit there and try. One, because there are whales a lot bigger than me that could just be like, nope, I see you, buy down here, so and you buy down here thinking that it's going to go up, and maybe your technical analysis is right because it's at, let's say, the 30-day moving average, and it's going to go up after that. A whale could just be like, nope. Yeah, I'm just gonna crash it. I'm just gonna sell 100 million, cut this in half. So OMI is not something you want to trade. Is it something you could trade? Sure, but your technical analysis could be perfect, on point, or not even a whale. Like someone like me could decide to sell half their position and kind of crush it, or in a whole position and crush it. So I would not do that. That's just me. If I had a billion. I just don't like to trade. One, I don't have the time. Two, I'm not going to do it. I don't know. I don't think I'm smart enough to try to do it. Lynn X says, I've been invested in OMI. Should I try buying some Veve NFTs or keep buying OMI if my budget is small? Never a bad thing to diversify. What I would do as far as like Veve NFTs short term, I would just buy drops. Try to get the ultra rare, secret rare. If it works, great. You get some, you flip it, and then you have more for the next drop. If it is, and then you can make money that way. If you want, if that's your thing. But OMI, it's more of a long-term play where it could take several months for us to see any real movement. And if that's the case, then I would say go with OMI. That's just what I would do. I think I had a couple of NFTs. I think I had like 2 complete sets before I really started going into the NFTs. But I had reached 89 million before I really started going to the NFTs. So I did OMI first because just in case that this decides to have a major run up, I wanted to get in before then. So yeah, and again, I'm back after buying these NFTs. I'm back to just going to be buying OMI. I'm going to go back and forth with the money. Let's see. This says trade OMI is like watching paint dry. It says XRP is his cup of tea. Interesting. Ethan Yomer says, of course, Ryan, I won't be cashing out for like 10 years. Oh, very good, very good. I mean, I don't know if you have to wait 10 years, but yeah, if you want, sure. Probably be a millionaire by that point. You would, if you have 500K. Yeah, I think by the end of the decade, $3 is not out of the question. Again, this is 9 years down the future, down the road. So $2 definitely. So if you want to cash out slowly but steady at like, again, like, because I have so much, I'm going to cash out like $1 million at not $1 million, $1 million OMI at 3 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, 42 cents, 69 cents. Yeah, you know, a bunch of times. I read it on there before. But yeah, that's what I would do. Ferdinand Marcinac, I don't know. Says, where do you buy OMI? Bit4x was the main one until recently. OKEX is the one that a lot of people buy from right now. That OKEX is one that has a it's not really doable in America unless you have like a VPN or something, which again I wouldn't do because I don't want anything, you know, fudgy going on. But if you're anywhere else, especially like in Asia, you know, way over in the East, then yeah, OKEX is a very, very big exchange. A lot of people buy from there. And if you are from the East as well, you are going to be able to qualify for, actually, I don't think you can anymore. Never mind. I think that date has passed. It was like an NFT and an OMI giveaway. That was really cool. But I think that promotion is done. And then it says Bit4x, no problem. It says, where do you store your OMI? A lot of people, honestly, Trust Wallet is probably fine. The only issue I've ever had with Trust Wallet is one day I woke up and all the OMI was gone. I was like, and then I went on Twitter and everyone was just like, hey, wait, this is just a thing. It's just an update. All you have to do is this, this, and this. And then it was fine. And then there's a lot of people that were real, like, you know, I held like 60, 80 million OMI in there or whatever. But you could just get a cold storage wallet. Could be whatever you want it to be. And the cold storage wallet, just look for reviews online. They're not user friendly at all. So I don't know if you really need it. It's just an additional security step because it's not online. But that being said, you can't lose it. Like you have a little, you know, thumb drive. You cannot lose that. So put that after you plug it into a computer, put everything on there, put it into a bank, put it into somewhere that is not, put it into somewhere that is super safe, super secure. If you have a floor safe, great. I would not put it in a wall safe because a wall safe, you break out the wall. But a floor safe is very, very, very hard to go and take out. So again, just my opinion. Ferdinand, oh yes. So outside of that, yeah, that's it. Hey, what's up, Motiva Productions? How's it going, fam? Outside of that, let's look at the OMI price and see where we're at right now. OMI price right now is 0.003. Cool. Like I said, if it hangs around here, cool. 0.0025 to 0.0035. If that's by the end of the year and Bitcoin is 100,000, then I'll sell half and I'll get a bunch more. But that being said, we do have a as we had supposedly it was supposed to be like a big hit to Bitcoin yesterday, but it like literally did nothing to it. Oh no, well, Bitcoin's going down now. Bitcoin was 45.9, now it's 44.7, and that was literally in like the past 3 hours. But it had received a blow because one of the amendments did not get passed in the infrastructure bill. Those that don't know, the infrastructure bill, which has nothing to do with crypto, had a crypto like amendment in there, and then one of the amendments that was supposed to be added was not passed. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. There's going to be a lot of Bitcoin ETFs going out in the future. There's going to be a lot of Vitsila, when I meant that the cold storage wallet, I put it in my bank because the bank is one of the most secure places I think you can get. Um, I mean, if you try to rob a bank, that's a felony. Um, so yeah, and yeah, I feel safe with it there. Um, well, I don't have a floor safe here, so I would not be. I would feel a little bit more safe there than it is here most of the time. When I'm here, it's probably safer than at the bank, but I'm not here 24/7, so I would not feel comfortable having my OMI here. Well, I mean, I guess because again, I used to have the Trust Wallet on my phone. I got rid of that now, so it's just on that. Moving on. Oh yeah. So Bitcoin, if it's a short term, whatever, I don't think I'll buy Bitcoin anymore unless it goes below like 40,000. So I'll keep you all posted with that. And oh god, I'm sorry. I have to answer this email real quick. Oh right, cool beans. Docs attached. Woo. With the banksters, yes, with the banksters. So the guy says, glad you're all slotted up. You can retrieve your Ether Essence daily on your profile page. Yeah, that's the only thing. All you had to do is just go to your profile page, and then you'll be able to go and I forget what it says. I already did it today, but if you go to your profile page, it'll say something like, "We have detected Ether convert to Essence," and you hit OK. So I only have 107 Essence right now, which is like nothing. I will go and get a lot more in about 12 hours when the new day comes, just because I have a lot more essence on these. I have a lot more mentors on these properties, and they're all slotted with jewels, so they will all detect it. As far as other ones go, I have a couple that are 230. Maybe I'll do it. Oh, do I not have one for this? I'm sure I do. Okay, I guess I did not get a mentor for this piece, which I just bought for Antarctica. So I'm going to go into my resources, and this is how you do it. Go to your resources, go down to slotting, and then you click on one of these blue guys, and then you click slotting again, right? And which this is the only property that I have a mentor on that has no jewels on it. So click that, you hit OK, and then when you scroll down, why is it not? Okay, it'll show up as that. So again, there's going to be 12 of them, so I have 11 more to do. I'm just going to do that probably after the stream. Jay Poppin says, everyone hates on XRP, but they are the ones standing out, standing up the overreach of the SEC and government in general. XRP is the hero we need, not the one we deserve. Crypto heads need to unite and lobby. The reason why I don't like XRP is just because, or no, I like XRP. I don't like Ripple. Like, I forget what the way it is. I like the company. I don't like the crypto because they don't need the crypto. And I don't like how centralized it is. So I won't go in. But that being said, I think the lawsuit that was against them is either going to be thrown out or it already was thrown out. So XRP will go up as soon as that happens. Smart money's on that anyway. And I just don't see anything with that long term. Again, I've been hearing about that for years. It's been on the radar. The only things I would buy outside of Bitcoin and OMI right now would be Ethereum, Binance Coin, Cardano, Solana, and CRO. Those are the only ones right now. So many people talking to me about like SafeMoon, all these poop coins. XRP obviously been around for a while. Not a poop coin, but also just I can't invest in it right now. That's just my. I wish all crypto companies that mean well, I wish them the best. Just right now, it's not something that I would invest in. But again, I do see that going up, at least in the short term. Let's see what I said. Drill a hole somewhere on Dashi and pull it in and put it in. I mean, well, it would be pretty safe inside a Dashi, but I would not drill a hole in Dashi. I don't think Dashi would like that. Vasilo says XRP is great for trading. Probably is. Again, I'm not really a trader, more of a long-term hodler. Caden Reap says XLM is far better than... I'm not sure what XLM is. Let me do a Google check here real quick. XLM crypto. Oh, Stellar. Is that Stellar Luna? Or Lumen? Yeah, I have heard of that. I actually use that as kind of like a baseline, like to try to figure out what Pi will be when that comes out, because Stellar Lumina has like what 20 billion coins or something like that, or 22 billion coins, and I think Pi is going to come out like 88 billion. So and what's Stellar Lumina, like 40 cents, give or take? I don't know. What's the price right now? I X out of it. Price. Oh, it went down. It's at 30 cents right now. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, not something I'd invest in long term. Short term, it might. I don't know. But it's interesting. It's on my radar too. So is Pi. I'm mining. Where am I going here? Oh my god. Currently am mining at how much now? Oh, only 6.23 Pi per hour, but I do have 30,000 Pi now, which is very, very nice. So congrats to me on that. Moving on. Ethan Number says, so sad Earth 2 won't let me slot because I'm still not very... Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I'm so sorry, Ethan Number. That sucks, man. That blows. Homie Mike Jack says, my boy Randy, what's good? My homies, we blessed. We are blessed. We are blessed with so many good things. Yeah. Godspeed, homie Mike Jack. Moving on. Squidcat says, and the jewels don't burn when using them for mentars? No, and actually, when you sell your property, even though the mentars go with the property, the jewels come right back to you, which is nice. I like that. I like that a lot. So it says, Caden for trade. I don't know if he means for trading. Carl Frederick Anderson says, hey Randy, do you know when we will see a big burn of OMI? Is there an official date or something? Well, I mean, we burned about 1.4 billion over the weekend, so that was nice. But a bigger burn than that? They said they will come out with dates for a mass OMI burn, like a 2x or 4x day where they're burning OMI at 4x the amount that they normally would. But no, there's nothing slated that says like, oh yeah, we're going to burn 50 billion OMI on this day. At least not now. Maybe when the transfer to the Ethereum blockchain is complete via Immutable X, then they'll say, yeah, we're going to burn this amount of OMI. Then sure. Maybe. But I think it's really going to be when the Veveverse comes out and there's a game attached and then there's a bunch of in-app purchases and everyone just goes and does that. So that's when I think, that's when I think we'll be able to go and have a big game with it. And that's when I think we'll be able to go and, oh god, hiccups, get a lot of OMI burn, and that's when I think the price is going to moon too. So most likely you have about September, October, 3.5, 4 months. Again, whenever the Veveverse comes out. I do have the sneaking suspicion that the Veveverse might be delayed because big projects like this often are. They find a bug that they weren't suspecting, and it's going to take maybe not a big overhaul to fix, but a small one. But either way, that's my prediction for right now. Price will stay about the same until the Veveverse comes out, and then hopefully moon. Maxwell Cook says, it's Tuesday, and we haven't gotten an announcement for this week's drop yet. Should get one soon. That's a good point. That is a good point. So that makes me think that we won't be getting a Thursday drop. That makes me think that the drop might be Saturday. Although, yeah, I don't... Let's see what Veve says on their Twitter. If they have anything. And the Veve, like, people are following Veve a lot more. They're well above 50,000 followers now, at almost 55,000. Oh, also, Veve tweeted, Happy National Book Lovers Day yesterday. And it just happened to be with the Book of the Dead, you know, the Call of Cthulhu Book of the Dead, and then somebody said, "Oh, is this a hint?" And Vivi's like, "Not everything is a hint." Where you're like, "This is a you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?" This is a hint. So I don't know if again I have one already. I have a whole complete set from Cthulhu. I don't know if having multiple of them will benefit us in the long term. I don't know. And then Vivi just retweets really cool things. Like someone actually went. Oh god, I can't play that. That's somebody actually went and hey, and just did that with Spider-Man. I was like, oh, that is so cool. That is like, oh, that is heckin' awesome. Then Vivi just retweeted a bunch of other stuff like that. Just people having fun with Spider-Man. Ferdinand Mersano says, "Have you seen Shane's new background? Looks nice." I haven't in a bit. Let's take a look. See what Shane's background is. Oh, alien hunting! Alien hunting! Oh yeah, alien hunting. I saw that on TV too. I don't know. Spaceship? Thanos' ship? Oh my god, we're all gonna die! I don't know, but either way, that looks really cool. Is that what Mentars is supposed to be? Is that supposed to be a portal? I don't know, but it seems pretty awesome. I don't know. Can I like that? I guess I can't like it. Yeah, but that's pretty legit. Moving on. Oh, actually, it is time for my. Oh god. My 30-minute Patreon member shout out, and here we go. Jungle love is driving me mad. It's making me crazy, crazy. Jungle love is driving me mad. It's making me crazy, crazy. Jungle love driving me mad, making me crazy. All right, moving on. Maxwell Cook says, "I love XLM. No gas fee to transfer from Coinbase to Bit4X, and if I'm taking money out of Bit4X, it only costs 5 XLM, which is less than $2. Yeah, it's about $1.50 right now." Caden Reeb says, "Is there any Easter egg in Shane's new background?" I think yes. I was looking. I only did a short look, but let's see what we got here in the tweeters for the Shane. Isaac. Oh my god. Okay. I am not. I can see what's happening. What? And they don't have a clue. Who? No, fall in love. And here's the bottom. Oh, maybe that is that a new Easter egg? Easter egg confirmed. No, it's not. I don't know what. I don't know what that is. If there is one in there, my eyes hurt too much to be able to go and try to look. So, not gonna look. Fun Under the Sun says, "Prediction for the next VV drop. Thor or Captain America or the blind boxes." That would be mine. Fun Under the Sun. Ethan Edwards says, "I want Loki NFT. That is the only one that I would buy instead of buying more OMI." That would be pretty cool. I definitely, yeah, because they could have so many variants with that. But again, the Marvel What If series literally drops tomorrow, so maybe we get a Easter egg today, but an actual hint about the drop tomorrow. Because again, which is the if the drop is tomorrow, or I'm sorry, what the Marvel What If series comes out tomorrow, that'd be really cool if they decide to, hey, let's have something like Captain Peggy Carter. You know, instead of Steve Rogers getting Super Soldier Serum, she gets a Super Soldier Serum, and she becomes Captain Britain. And then you have a Hydra Stomper that Howard Stark actually builds for Steve Rogers. Bucky's still in there as well. Like, there could be so many heckin' cool ideas. They're all going to go, like, the comic series of the What If series, they were all separate, like, instances. Like, they weren't, like, one story, like, woven into, like, each other. But for this, it is, and it's going to be so heckin' awesome. You know, when, Iron Man, when Tony Stark, he's about to get captured. Okay, boom. You have, you have Killmonger, who's in the military at that time, save Tony Stark and brings him back to Wakanda. Loki invades Wakanda instead of New York City. It is so heckin' cool. I can't heckin' wait. Zombie Captain America, oh my god. That'd be great if they had the drops coincide with that and just be, I would love that. Now, obviously, they're probably just going to do normal Hulk and normal Captain America and Thor. They're not going to have any zombie weird variants or Loki variant. It's going to be normal Loki. Or Marvel villains. Oh my god. If they did Spider-Man villains, oh my god. Venom, Doc Ock, just anything from the Sinister Six. Like the death of Spider-Man. Oh my god. So heckin' good. Magatron, you heard, says, have a great day, Randy. Thank you for the content. No problem, Magatron. I love you. I love you. Russ Guild says, hi, Randy. What do you think about all drops being random? It's unfair to accept that young kids can compete with IT savvy blokes. Mints are random. Maybe purchase could be too. Drops too full on. About all drops being random. When you say all drops being random, like you mean the mint numbers? Because they are right now. All the mint numbers from last week's drop and beyond are going to be random. Like if you go and you're the first one, and let's say it should be number 41 that you get for the mint number, and it's going to be number 2057. But if you're like the last one to get it, and it would be number, let's say 1000, actually you get number 256 or something like that. So it is all random. So they did kind of fix it like that. Young kids can it's unfair. Young kids can compete with IT savvy blokes. I don't know. I mean, like I think equal opportunity should be embraced. So it should be fair that that young kids can compete with IT savvy blokes. I think that makes sense. A purchases could be two, drops two, full on. So I think they did address that. Somebody did say before. I heard someone on the Veve official Facebook page saying like only people with like master collectors should be able to try for these drops. And just somebody made the comment of just like, okay, yeah, only the rich people that can afford the master collectors can be able to buy this. Like it just didn't make sense. But I like the way they're doing it right now. Again, I don't know if there's any way to be able to say like no bots at all. Can't have bots. I don't know how to like code against that. Again, I don't really know coding at all. So, but I like what they're doing now. CSpill99 says, what's going to be the first Marvel female character Veve releases? I don't know. It depends on like, let's say if they have Thor, is it going to be all different types of Thor? Is it going to be Thor with Mjolnir, Party Thor, Thor with Stormbreaker, Old Man Thor? Are they going to have a bunch of those, or is it going to be the Thor characters? Is it going to be Thor and then Lady Sif in the Warriors 3? Is it going to be Thor, Loki, maybe Jane Foster, and Thor's parents? I don't know. Maybe She-Hulk. I would say She-Hulk might be the first, or Sue Storm. Sue Storm would be pretty good because she's, part of that Fantastic Four family. We already did a Spider-Man drop, so I don't think it would be like Spidey Gwen or, Black Cat, or Mary Jane. Mary Jane would be cool though. I don't know. If I had to guess, it would probably be She-Hulk or Sue Storm. Those would be my guesses. Rose Gold says, maybe you could pay gems, but get them back if unsuccessful. No stress at 8 a.m., which is a 0.5 second frenzy, normally ending in disappointment. Actually, you can do that. You don't have to have any gems in your account to be able to go and try for one. If you try for one, great. If you have that reservation, you can take all the time you need to get more gems and be able to get one. And if they so you don't have to put any gems in. Like it wouldn't make sense that all right, I have 400 gems to go for Spider-Man right now. You put in all of your savings into that, and then suddenly you don't get it, and then you can't take your money out. That just hurts people. So they did make it so that you don't need to have any gems in your account at all when trying for things, and you only need to put them in when you actually get that reservation number and you're able to buy. So they did fix that. C-Spill says Storm. Oh, Storm in general. Yeah. I guess we're doing X-Men. Well, if we're doing X-Men, Jean Grey, I guess Storm. Rogue would be good too. Jubilee, anyone from like the X-Men, the 90s series, I think would be good. So I'd say those four would be Storm, Jubilee, um, Rogue, and Jean Grey. So those would probably be, if we're doing X-Men, an X-Men drop, that would probably be it. I would say that one of those four. Again, they've done the Women of DC where they had the Supergirl, Mera, Catwoman, and Batgirl. I would love to see a joke. Well, this would actually be hard to watch, but I would love to see a Joker interacting with the with the Batgirl, like a really really bad. If anyone's ever watched The Killing Joke, you know that Joker does some god awful stuff to Batgirl, like destroys her spirit, and just her body and like her mind, and that would be cool if they decided to incorporate that with the NFTs. But because they took out Death's syringe, that would be not family friendly. To see that type of thing, that would be like too adult. Like that is R rated. Like that is like X rated. Like that. Oof, that was hard to. Oof, big oof. Yeah. Homie Mike Jazz, I heard you say last stream that you thought we'd be at half a cent by now. Has your price prediction by the end of the year and 2 to 3 years from now? I would say at the end of the year to 2 to 3 years from now. I said before, whether it's last night or this morning, that this might stay the same until December. This price might stay between 0.0025 and 0.0035 through December, because we have had all these. It made sense at first because Bitcoin was at 60,000 and or 60 something thousand, and then it drops down to like 28,000 or whatever. So it made sense that OMI went down from a cent to 0.001, to whatever, and obviously we've tripled since the bottom. But now that Bitcoin is going back up, and we've had all these amazing catalysts like these partnerships with LOL, MGA, and just all these amazing partnerships opened up, not including the Rogers and Cowan and Crypto R Us. When we got Marvel, and this, because the price should be going up. It's just a lot of whales that have billions of coins, or it could just be one whale that has a billion or a couple billion coins, just being able to say like, yeah, no, I'm going to tank this. I'm not going to let this go. And again, why? Well, because if you have a billion coins, it doesn't really matter if you sell 10 million, 25 million, 50 million at once, because then, well, you still have like a billion coins, and you keep the OMI burn really high. The lower the price, the higher the OMI burn. So, well, what happens with that? What happens with that is that if we go to December and the price is still around the way it is, the OMI burn when the game releases is going to be massive, and that's good for all of us long-term hodlers long term. It doesn't mean that we will. It doesn't mean that my thesis has changed long term, but short term, this is something that might stay here for a while. Maybe your money is better spent in Bitcoin. That being said, I had 3 Bitcoin. I sold 2 of them for OMI. And if the price is 100 grand at Bitcoin by December and OMI is around the same price, I will cut my Bitcoin in half and I'll purchase more OMI with it. Again, and I'm buying more OMI literally in the next time I sell a card. So this is not something that again, my long-term thesis hasn't changed. I'm still buying OMI, so I don't know if that helps. Matteo says, life is not fair. The earlier you learn that, the better you'll be able to take those really unfair blows life can throw. Agreed. But so, yeah, the price prediction, I still think probably 2 to 3 cents by the end of the year. And then 2 to 3 years, I don't know. Again, short term and in between, I have no idea, but $1 by the end of 2026 is still definitely reasonable. That's within reason. And again, when this pops off, I have to do a reevaluation, because when it pops off, it's going to pop like a virgin on prom night. It's going to be insane. So moving on. C-Spill says, it's not true. They took my gems and I didn't get Spidey last week. Wait, what do you mean that they took your gems and you didn't get Spidey last week? But I comment down below, C-Spill, if you can elaborate on that. My homie Mike Jack says, once we move to Immutable and make the app more utility friendly with the token, people's last words will be Randy's voice. My only regret is I didn't buy more. And I'm buying more now, so that's breach. Rose Gold says, Niall said earlier he was concerned about 30% fee, but NFTs are very high profit margin. Surely they just need to knock out more and more characters to generate money. Spider-Man was about $1 million. I think Spider-Man was a lot more than $1 million. Let's do the math. Let's see what we got here. If we had 40 times 32,000, yeah, honestly, just the common raised 1.2 million by itself. Yeah. Moving on. C-Spill says, now my money is stuck in gems. I had a reservation for an ultra rare. Okay, so you had a reservation for the ultra rare, and then you put the money in, and then they canceled the reservation on you? Which is, I would definitely go to like Twitter about that. I would definitely be like, hey guys, this is exactly what happened, and definitely voice those concerns, because that should not have happened. Wubba Wubba says, OMI Diamond Hands Pineapple Gang, you actually purchased it, but it wasn't delivered. Yeah, that's, yo, what up now, Valentine? How's it going, fam? Just talking about you. All good things. C-Spill says, I needed to add more gems to my account, and when I got the rest and completed the process, they only let me get more gems, and Spider-Man never came through. Yeah, C-Spill, definitely go contact them in a way. It says, but they added more gems to my account. Yeah, definitely contact them, because that should not have happened. It says, so you got the buy now button, but after you paid, it didn't go through. All right, so C-Spill says, I've emailed them, but no response yet. Definitely, yeah. Keep us posted with that, because that should not have happened. Keep me posted. If nothing happens in like a week, maybe I'll make like a tweet about it. I'll just wait for right now and then go from there. Will says, open a ticket. Now Valentine says, feeling the heat on my latest video. Think I'm going to stick to OMI to $1 only after this. Well, now Valentine, let us see the last video that Now Valentine has put out. Oh god, I put Nyler. Your last video was why Akomi, Veve, and OMI may fail. The truth. My biggest fear for Akomi, part 2. That is, well, you have 18 likes and no dislikes, so congrats on that. I don't even know what my videos are normally at. Let's see what we got here. My video right now is 5 dislikes, so I don't understand that. So good for you on having a nice margin there, a nice ratio. Now, Naban says, I feel a lot of people don't enjoy to see potential negative with the Akomi. They probably don't. Thank you guys for 20 likes. That means the world. Yeah, they probably don't. Again, I've addressed it multiple times on this here. About how we might not see any movement for months, and I was the one that like FOMO'd in, and I'm still. But again, I'm still buying. My long-term thesis hasn't changed. Like I don't think this is going to be, like a poop coin. It's not going to be a rug pull, because again, all the big people that have this, like David Yu, Dan Krug's, all the founders, Alfred Arkan, they have a vested interest in making OMI go to the moon because that will make them billionaires. So yeah. Moving on. Obo says, yeah, people get emotional when it involves money, myself included. Yeah, that's true. That's true also. I don't know, but again, like it's for me, and again, it's hard for me to understand because I've always put in, like for every investment that I've done ever since I got out of the military, I went all in, because if I lose everything, okay, I can just make more money. Like it's not a big deal. Now I could see myself getting a little more frustrated because, well, I have, I don't just have a couple thousand, $10,000 anymore, a couple $100,000 that I put into this, and well, it that it's a big deal. But even still, I don't like. Okay, well, what's the worst thing to do? 30 years old, and I'd have to go back to work. Oh no, and I'd be in the same boat again in 5 years after I go and um, just completely work my balls off again for 5 years. So again, not a big deal for me. But that being said, my plans would take a hit. I would have to push my plans back like 10 years minimum um, for all that. But I'm not tripping. Again, I believe in this long term. Look at like you have the dream team attached. There's no, um, but again, that being said, I've gone through worst case scenarios. If you go through first principles, like okay, well, what do we know? What is like the most likely scenario? What's the not most likely? Go through everything, and you have to be like Doctor Strange. You have to be like I've looked at 14 million and seven, 14 million 807 futures, and this you have to look like that because you have to look at all outcomes, Black Swan events, World War III. But again, this isn't like a manufacturing company. They're not like Tesla where they, God forbid something happens with China and, World War III breaks out and they can't manufacture their cars. These guys will always be able to manufacture stuff because there's no giant factory. There's no casting machines. There's no people on an assembly line. It's just coding and making this, minting these NFTs and then sending them out. That's it. It's so simple. The disruption is so real. This is stupid undervalued. This is why I'm putting more in. Where I don't really need more, but so I'm putting more in. What says, yeah, people get emotional. Yeah. Side by Side Gamer says all 5 dislikes probably from like 1 or 2 haters. I know that you don't care though. Haters just gonna hate. Actually, we're gonna talk about the haters. I'm gonna take this. There's a person named Jordan C on there. I just removed his comment. Seems being very negative. Now Valentine says, yeah, in my mind, once we have the foundation set, we're primed to properly blow up, but it just might take longer than people expect to get there. That's the other thing. People expect these to like moon overnight. So somebody was telling me before that they knew a couple of people that were like some OGs that bought these NFTs and they've gone up, but apparently not enough where they want to go and not enough to where they want to go and keep buying these and keep hodling. Like it's not going up enough for them. Like be happy. Okay, like 3 or 4x isn't enough in a couple months. People just want these like 100x returns overnight and it just doesn't happen like that. I mean, sometimes it does, but a lot of times it's with those poop coins. It's like with Shiba Inu and Bone Coin and Leash Coin and Elon Doge, like all these poop coins that no real investor would ever invest in. Those types of things, yeah. If you get lucky, if you buy it down here and sell it up here, and rinse, cycle and repeat. But like the real investments, like the real long-term like projects, that just doesn't happen like that. So people are crazy. It says the thing is many negative people are just FUDing, not real breakdown. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's what the Kotaku thing that I read. Just go watch my video about the Kotaku article that I read this morning. That was ridiculously dumb. So it says, at now I feel that if a person is not invested, they should listen and not talk. That too. I feel like there's a lot of people that they don't know about it. Now, you can make the argument like, okay, well, I read about it and that's why I'm not investing in it. Cool. But again, that, just break down your argument. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people become like crypto experts, and I wouldn't call myself a crypto expert because even like with stocks, I wouldn't call myself, well, there's enough information. Yeah. But I only specialize in certain companies that I watch all the interviews. I study the tokenomics and see exactly what, licenses happening with the company. So I would be an expert in the Veve OMI universe, be an expert in the Tesla universe, but I don't really know too much about, like, if you give me a random stock, I don't know what's going on with that random stock unless I take a couple weeks and I really go into it. So yeah. Russ Gold says, Niall, don't get me wrong, love your content. The 30% thing though, they have 8,000 Marvel characters. Why don't they create many more drops, buddy? I mean, they could. They definitely could if they wanted to. Like I said, they have think Marvel has a little bit more than that, but yeah, you're not going to get every single Marvel character. You don't want every single Marvel character. There's some people that's like stupid character, like it happens. But a couple thousand of them going to be pretty legit. Yeah, and you'll get them in the future. Lucio says those who never had children can't teach how to parent. You don't learn how to start and run a business in business school, etc. Yeah, that's the other. I do not. I was watching a Jordan Peterson video on like how to raise kids, and they say, don't let your kids be annoying. Don't let them annoy you. Don't let them be someone that annoys you. It's like, okay, that makes sense. And then they say like, well, okay, well, if they do something and you have to be patient with them. You have to tell them, no, you can't do that, and for this reason. And a lot of times they can understand, but you have to go through like the crying and the temper tantrum. I'm like, no freaking thank you, no siree, I am not going through that. Like I just don't have the patience for it. Like when they say like break the cycle, like I was beat as a kid. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna have a kid just to like get frustrated and just like it's not gonna happen. So hashtag break the cycle. Hashtag never gonna. Oh God, yeah, could not do that. If if you were like, and I get it. A lot of my generation was hit as a kid, and do you hit your kids now? Well, no, you probably should not. But at the same time, well, we knew how to behave. We knew how to behave pretty well. And I don't know. Again, I'm not an expert on it. I don't even consider just again kids. Kids are also just come out of the box different. You can love them and treat them the same way. Their personalities are just crazy different. Some could be adventurous and crazy. Some could just be like quiet and reserved. Yeah, kids are crazy, man. Motiva says, I'll personally be super happy if OMI stays at this price till the end of the year. Maybe then I can get up to 1 million. I believe you can. I hope it does for you, Motiva. Yeah, you don't learn how to start a business in business school. That is definitely a true factor. You just have to just start doing it. I mean, you could read as much as you want about it, but it's just getting started, just doing it. I had no clue how to run a business. I had no clue how to, but thankfully through a lot of help, I got a lot of help, and I have 2 successful businesses that are not really working right now because I retired, but every once in a while, I get a call from an old client, and they go and they say, hey, they go and they say, hey, I need some money. And I'll be like, okay, I'll give that money to you. So yeah. Moving on. The homie DJ says, Randy, can I get a shout out? What's up, the homie DJ? Let's get this bird. Tony Tonga says, I have 10 essence now on Earth 2. Don't know what is going on, but it's kind of fun. It is kind of fun. I want to get a lot more. I just want to be king of that. I mean, when you have people like Ari Realty, people from Guidebook Gaming like Nameless and King Tech Ops, you're just gonna have people that I assume have thousands of essence by this point. Maxwell Cook says people don't realize how much work goes into building these NFTs. They think it can be done overnight. Yeah, that's the other thing. My body. My other body. I don't know exactly how you mint or make the NFTs, but I do know it takes a while, especially to get some of the detail like you have on these. Like, they're beautiful. Like, it's art. This is art, Mr. White. Like, it's really good. Marcus Jones says, did you know before Taps Trades video that they had stopped buybacks for now? Do you think they might leave tokens behind when moved to Immutable X, even though Dan C said in AMA they wouldn't? Oh, that water felt so good. Yes, they had said that. Actually, I don't know. No, I don't think I did know that before Taps' video. But I do believe that there will be some tokens left behind. I don't have any inside information. Nobody told me anything. But it just makes sense. Because when... Was it Reese? Somebody said that we don't need like 50 years of content. Or we don't need 50 years of material for content or whatever. So to me, that says, well, if they don't need 50 years of content, then that means that they definitely don't need a 50-year supply of OMI, which is probably what we have, but before just everything burns. So I would say that maybe they burn a couple billion somehow, somewhere. I don't know where. Is it going to be from their? It has to be from their reserve wallet. They can't burn it from the float. Maybe it's from their vault. Maybe from their reserve wallet. I don't know where. Um, but now that Veve is making like what was made like 60, $80 million this year, I would say that their best interest is to have the company go, and because it wouldn't look good if they say like, yeah, OMI's still like, at the end of the year, OMI's still at this price, but we're gonna give the executives a $10 million bonus when OMI's still at the same price. It would not look good for that. I would think that the executives would take the extra money that they probably could and rightfully maybe should give themselves a bonus. They've been working so hard for so long. They would probably say, hey, you know what? The company should just burn this amount of OMI and buy this much more from the supply. And I think that would be reasonable. I think that would be a great way, a great catalyst. And it also supports them in the long run, burning that much OMI. OMI goes up. They have billions of OMI, so that makes sense. Um, Marcus Jones says, "Oh yeah, sorry, just read that." Mateo says, "Randy, if you had kids, they would love you." I'm sure that they would, but I love video games. I love cartoons. We'd be watching Hey Arnold, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron together. We'd be playing. Yeah, I'd love that. Pokemon. Oh my heckin' god, that'd be so much fun. That'd be so amazing. Um, but a lot of time kids are irrational. Toddlers throw tantrums. They're just being a toddler. Like, let's say I wanted to go fly somewhere. And I needed to take the kid. Um, Toddlers can just be toddlers, and they just decide that they don't want to wear a mask that day. And I get kicked off a flight because my toddler just doesn't want to wear a mask. I will be so heckin' pissed. I'll be like, I would like regret and resent it like that moment. Like, shouldn't have had you. Should no, this is just not worth it. Not worth it at all. Um, because that's happened to my friend Julie before, where I was saying, hey, you know what? Just toddler's just gonna be a toddler. They just decide they don't want to wear a mask, and the flight crew of Delta or whoever just said like, hey, I'm sorry, kid can't go on without a mask. We do have to ask you to step off. They were very cordial about it, and they understood. But if that like, oh God, I could not do that. And again, when teenagers are some of the most, they can be loving to themselves, or like, well, not, well, I guess themselves too, but to their friends, but they just are so savage. They don't care about anyone's feelings. It's like, come on, like I don't know. I just can't go through that. I just don't have the ability to be like, oof, oof, oof. Yeah. Because they go through stages. And I just don't like. I'm just not. I'm not going to go through that. Maxwell says they strategically do buybacks to not influence the market. They do, but at this rate, like they're not going to influence the market a ton, even if they. Well, I mean, $10 million in at once would definitely would definitely influence the market. But yeah, I think they should do it slowly but steadily. So this is once OMI is usable on the app, the float is going to dwindle pretty quickly. And when it goes to like 3 cents, I will transfer 1 million OMI onto the app and just start buying up everything. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Side by Side Gamer says, "Hey Randy, could I send you like $10 in Bitcoin for some Go, so I can finally move around my OMI and send it to my family? I know it's a big ask, so no worries if not. I don't know how I would do that. I don't even know if I can buy Go." Because the only reason I have Go is because Aria Realty sent it to me, so I could move my OMI off. That's like the only reason why I have Go. I don't even know if. I don't even think I can buy it. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I actually can't buy it. I would say. I don't know. I don't know where to go to. Get it? Go. I don't know where to go to. Let me do Google here real quick. You can someone can buy it for you on Binance, Bitrex, KuCoin, but I cannot do it. So I'd be unable to do it though. I'm sorry, man. Carl Frederick Anderson says, "What is your prediction about Essence? Do you think it will? Oh, prediction. Do you think it will have like 1 to 10 or 1 to 100 ratio to $E? And will it be a cryptocurrency?" I'm not. Well, I don't think it will be a 1 to 1 of crypto because I already have, just from yesterday, where is it? 107 Essence like in a day. Like that's not going to be a 1 to 1. Because if I'm making $100 a day, it's just not. It's not going to be 1 to 1. You know, $E. Because if I could just transfer it to $E, that's that's not going to be happening. It might be $100 to $100, or I'm sorry, 100 Essence is $1. I could definitely see that because then I made $1 yesterday because I have 107 Essence. So I could definitely see it being 100 Essence is $1. Yeah, I could see that. Will that be a crypto? I don't know. I hope so. It'd be pretty great if it was. Ow, my body. Internet Hogan says, "I'll send you." Oh, Internet says he'll send Side by Side Gamers some Go. So I bought some to move my OMI and I have a good amount. Very nice, very nice. Go says Binance has Go. It does. I just do not have Binance. So, rip in pasta. It is time for my Patreon member shout out. 1 hour. Here we go. All of the queens have their kings on the throne. We could pop champagne and raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not standing on your own. Can't live without me. So that was Ava Max with Kings and Queens. Queens and Kings. I don't know. Ghost says, "How will people make money off of NFT without providing ID? Social security number for tax purposes." With like any NFT or Veve NFTs, because these NFTs, what you need to do is just for Veve. Oh god, I accidentally X'd myself out of my video here. For Veve NFTs, you just need to buy them at one point, sell them at another, and then use like an escrow account with someone, and then be able to say like, "Hey, I have 1,000 gems. Give me $800 for them, and I'll send them to you." That's all you need to do. But I don't do that. I don't do anything in the secondary market or the tertiary market. I won't do that. Hang on 1 second. What is going on with the app here? Oh, something's happening. Something's happening with Veve. I don't know what. But I went on, I hit the start collecting button, which I'll do again, and alright, so normally there's stuff over here. There is not stuff over there. And my profile page isn't even loading. Is anyone else having issues with that? Because the app itself does not. Maybe. There is an update. I didn't mean to go there. There's an update. So if we go to Veve, no, there's no update. It just says open. So I'll try it one more time, and then I'll. Well, I have notifications, but it doesn't. That is interesting. I'm going to have to give a message to some people real quick. Veve app messing up for anyone else? Question mark. I'll see. I'll let you know what they say. Yeah, as that's on the Veve app. Oh god, there's so much. Side by Side Gamers, Internet Hokage, thank you so much. That would help me out. Can you message me NFT Locker on IG? OMI fam taking care of one another. Ghost says on the Veve app. Yeah, on the Veve app, that's just what you'd have to do. Sell your NFTs and then, for a profit, and then sell those gems at a discount to someone for cash or crypto, whatever. And that's how you do it. Again, I wouldn't do that. I'm just going to wait for a gem to fiat conversion. Or gem to OMI conversion. Let's see what it says. There won't be any tax evasion in this new world. All will be seen and known. Agreed. Sishan CM says, yeah. Zaid Youssef says, yes. Maxwell says, maybe an update. Okay, good. It's not just me. Maybe an update. Wouldn't it be great if the update would be that Ultraman Ido? I would get him right meow. We'll have to see. Charitable Remainder Trust. Charitable Remainder Trust? Let's see what we have here. A charitable remainder trust is a gift of cash or other property to an irrevocable trust. The donor receives an income stream from the trust for a term of years or life, and the named charity receives the remaining trust assets at the end of the trust term. Oh, that's pretty interesting. The reason why I wouldn't do that is because you only get access to part of it. But again, that's just me. That is very good though if you don't need the money and you're just in it for the long term, don't want to pay those taxes. Assistance has the same issue. Maxwell says the app isn't even loading. Brandon Davis says, does anyone else continually check the OMI price just expecting to see the moonshot? I have in the past. I won't anymore just because, I mean, if it goes, again, even if it goes up to a penny right now, I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to sell any of them. But let's see what it is right now. 0.0030 on the dot. Past couple hours, not looking so hot, but we are actually we're a little bit above over the last 24 hours. 7 days, we're at 2.75%. Last 30 days, we're minus 10%. Last 3 months, we're minus 33%. And the last year, we're up 7,200%. Pretty freaking nice. Go says it's asset protected, FYI. You can include family members, which is very nice. Niall says, Brandon Davis, I'm constantly looking forward to retest the low twos. Yeah, that'd be great. Actually, I can't. Yeah, I guess I could. If it hits the low twos, I'll get 1 million more right now. But it's probably not gonna. If it does, great. Gonna buy some more. If not, no big deal. Whew. Look at. All right, so guys, that's it for me. I do have a busy day ahead, so I'm gonna bounce. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. See everyone tonight at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I just farted. Oh, sorry, guys. Bye. Meow. 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 Later, Alan. Meow. Meow.